Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to dehydrate marshmallows, and I'm also going to give you some ideas for how you can use dehydrated marshmallows. I'm Rebecca from Simple Suburban Living. Now, I first heard about dehydrating marshmallows from the Kneady Homesteader, and I have to admit that I never in a million years would have thought of this on my own, but as soon as I saw her do it, I was intrigued, and I just had to try it. So the next time I went to the grocery store, I picked up a bag of mini marshmallows. Now, before I get into how to dehydrate marshmallows, I want to say that this is a great beginner dehydrating project because it's super easy to do. And this is also a fun project to do with kids since it doesn't require any cutting and it's so simple to do, not to mention the fact that kids will likely be a big fan of the dehydrated marshmallows. So now let's get into how to dehydrate marshmallows. So for this project, I started with a 10-ounce bag of great value mini marshmallows. Now you can use larger marshmallows, but they'll take longer to dehydrate. And I have to say, I've never personally done large marshmallows, but I do know that others have. And if you have some on hand, you can certainly give them a try. One reason you might want to use larger marshmallows is because you can often find larger seasonal or other specialty marshmallows that are large, and I'm going to show you some of those in a minute. For now, I want to point out that dehydrating marshmallows is different from most other dehydrating projects in that instead of shrinking as they dehydrate, marshmallows stay roughly the same size and they might even get a little bit larger. So because of that, you want to make sure to spread out the marshmallows. As much as possible, don't allow them to overlap at all. By the way, if you're wondering what dehydrated marshmallows taste like, they're sugary, crunchy bits of goodness. They taste like marshmallows, but they have a different texture. Now I want to show you some of the fun marshmallows you can get. All of the ones I'm showing you are from Walmart, and I'll also show you the prices of them. Now, these prices are from my local Walmart, so your prices may vary. So first, you have your basic mini marshmallows. Those come in both the regular marshmallow flavor and fruit flavored, and a 10-ounce bag is 88 cents. Here are some of the other types that you may not have seen before. First are s'mores. Now let's face it, s'mores is a favorite way to use marshmallows, so it's no surprise that you can buy s'mores marshmallows. They're $2.48 for 24 ounces. Stuffed Puffs vanilla marshmallows filled with chocolate, $3.98 for 10 ounces. Lucky Charms, $1.28 for 7 ounces. I thought that was kind of funny that you can actually get Lucky Charms marshmallows. Disney Frozen for $1.23 for 7 ounces. So if you have a child in your family that loves the Disney movie Frozen, this might be one that you would want to try. I thought this one was interesting. Sour Patch Kids, $2.74 for 7 ounces, and they're great for decorating, and the package shows them on a cupcake. Mallowlicious Strawberry with Chocolate Filling, $2.47 for 7 ounces. And we have some holiday-themed ones, such as Pumpkin Spice, 98 cents for 8 ounces. Jet Puffed Snowman Marshmallows, $1.25 for 8 ounces, and those are French vanilla flavor. And I'm sure that there are seasonal options that vary with the season that are available different seasons. So right now when I'm recording this, it is October. And so, of course, pumpkin spice is real popular this time of year, and we're heading towards Christmas season where the snowman would be popular. Okay, now there's a couple of fruit flavored ones. There's Mallowlicious Banana. These are banana flavored and they're shaped like bananas, $2.47 for 7 ounces. Mallowlicious Peach with jelly filling, and those are shaped like peaches, also $2.47 for 7 ounces. And Mallowlicious Green Apple, which of course are shaped like green apple and the same price as the other ones, $2.47 for 7 ounces. Now, one unique one that I just came across was Smashmallow Cinnamon Churro, $2.97 for 4 ounces. Now, really, there are so many more flavors and shapes and other varieties, even available just at Walmart, no telling what's available at other stores, but I'm sure that you get the idea. So the big question is, what do you do with the marshmallows once you've dehydrated them? Here are just a few ideas to get you started. First, I love to just eat them straight. They taste just like marshmallows but have a totally different texture. They're nice and crunchy and powdery, and to me they taste a lot more like candy. Second, you can put them in cereal. If you or your kids like Lucky Charms, you can achieve that very same effect by putting dehydrated marshmallows into your favorite cereal. For instance, you could add them to Cheerios or Rice Krispies or Crispix or whatever plain cereal you have on hand. Next, you can add them to trail mix or any other mixed snack. An example is you could add them to something like pretzels for a sweet and salty snack. I think that these would also make great gifts. If you want something simple to give to neighbors or your kids' teachers, people at church, and so on, let's say for the holidays, you can put the marshmallows into a mason jar or other jar that you've salvaged, put a nice label on it and maybe some ribbon, and you have a nice, inexpensive gift. You can also do this same type of thing and use it as party favors. Speaking of gifts, you can make homemade cocoa, put it in a mason jar along with some of your dehydrated marshmallows, and give it as a gift. And by the way, if you remember when I showed you the Sour Patch Kids, one of the ideas that they had was to put it on top of cupcakes as a decoration, and I think that that would work really well also. So finally, I want to share with you an idea that I came across from the Purposeful Pantry. She dehydrated marshmallows and then used a blender to grind the dehydrated marshmallows into powder. And in her video, she dehydrated peppermint marshmallows, ground them into powder, and then put the powder into hot cocoa. Now, I have a little snippet from her video where she demonstrates this. Pay attention to how the powdered marshmallow melts.
Take some of our marshmallow powder. You can then garnish this with a peppermint stick if you'd like. There you go. It's so good and it's so yummy, and it's just going to melt into your hot chocolate, making it a little bit pepperminty, a little bit sweet. Look at that. Awesome goodness.
Pretty cool, huh? Now let's talk about temperature and how much time it takes to dehydrate marshmallows. When I did my research on this, recommended temps range from 120 degrees Fahrenheit to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So I set mine at 145 degrees. Now, times tend to range from 2 hours to 4 hours, but there are things that impact the amount of time. For example, if you live in a humid area or if you used larger marshmallows. And of course, the temperature you used makes a difference as well. So as for me, I put my marshmallows on in the evening, and they weren't done by the time I wanted to go to bed, so I let them go overnight. And that's one of the things I like about dehydrating is you can let things go longer than needed and it doesn't hurt them. So here's what I found when I checked them after they had been going for about 10 hours. Now at first glance, it looks like they weren't done. Even after that amount of time, you can see they kind of smushed when I squeeze them. But it's important to know that you have to let them cool a bit before testing to see if they are done. So I let them cool for 5 minutes before testing again, and here was the result. Okay, it's now been 5 minutes since I smushed that one, and you'll see what a difference it makes. Is now it's hard. They just needed to cool down a little bit first. Also, I want you to hear what it sounds like when they're done, when it sounds like dropping them on a plate. So you can hear, if you dropped an undehydrated marshmallow, just a regular one, it wouldn't make that sound. So that's what you're looking for. Now, once the marshmallows are finished dehydrating, you need to put them into airtight jars. If you don't, moisture from the air will go back into the marshmallows. Now, this is true of pretty much any dehydrated food, so just make sure that you let the marshmallows cool completely before you put them into jars. In my case, I'm a bit short on mason jars, so I used a leftover pasta sauce jar and then 1 quart size jar. And I ended up with about 2 quarts of dehydrated marshmallows from a 10-ounce bag. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I did this as part of the open collaboration Let's Dehydrate, hosted by the Page Family Homestead. At the times that I'm working on this video, it has 166 videos in the playlist on how to dehydrate a wide variety of foods. And these videos are made by a ton of great YouTubers. So I highly recommend that you check out that playlist. And I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description. If you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video, leave me a comment, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click on the little notification bell so you'll be notified each time I put out a new video. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day.